Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a marvelous Monday. So here we go, the last week of content. Sorry about the screwed up videos last week. So I reposted them for Monday and Tuesday this week. And I'm redoing those discussion questions. So if you answered them last week, kind of made up your own thing or whatever, I guess that'll be all right. Or you don't have to do them twice. What I'm trying to say. Again, I apologize. It drives me nuts when I make stupid mistakes. That was a stupid mistake. And by the time I discovered it, it didn't seem to make sense to fix it for last week. So that's why we're redoing those videos on Monday and Tuesday. So I apologize, but it is what it is. So video 2.1 that you're watching today, he talks about CDs versus money market mutual fund. I do not own any CDs. CDs are certificates of deposit. You get a little higher interest rate than a savings account, but it ties your money up for a specified period of time. My emergency fund and money that I want to have fairly available goes in my money market. It doesn't earn a whole lot, but it's very liquid. I can write checks right out of my money market fund. So that makes things easy. I have had CDs. When I was your age, I could buy a 1-year CD and earn almost 10% interest. Actually, I was probably a little younger than you guys, but interest rates were crazy high back then. Now, interest rates on a CD, you're going to earn like 1%. If you go really long, 5+ years, you might get 2.5%, but you're not going to make very much. I did use CDs to invest my mom's money when she was near the end of her life. We had them in what is called a CD ladder, so that there were 5 CDs. Each one came due every 5 years. And so every year a different CD would become available. We would pull out the money that she needed for that year, and then the rest of the money would go back in a new 5-year CD. And then the next year, the second one would come due. And we just kept rotating it that way. So she earned a little bit higher interest rate. The money was very, very safe. There was no chance she could lose her money. And basically, we just needed to pull out enough for her to live on every year. So that worked out pretty well. Single stocks can be risky. Remember risk and reward in investing. The more risk you take, the higher your potential reward should be. But risk means you can lose your money. You're not guaranteed that reward. You have taken a risk, so you might lose your money. So be careful. If you do choose to invest in single stocks, make sure you research the companies very well. I always recommend to people that they try to find areas that they are very knowledgeable in. Maybe you are a big fisherman, so maybe you want to look at companies that sell fishing equipment or boats or whatever. And because you'll probably know when they make something good and might become a good investment. So try to stick to areas that you know very well. Day trading, would never recommend that. Highly volatile, super risky, very similar to going to the casino and gambling your money. Generally, when you hear about people that are saying they're making big money day trading, it's probably more likely they're telling fish stories. And you know what I mean. Someone catches a fish this big, and when they get done telling the story, the fish is this big. So that's usually the case with day trading. Not real likely that they are really making the amount of money they say they are. When you buy a stock, you're buying ownership in a company, and some companies will pay you a dividend. That means you are receiving a part of the profits because you are an owner. Not all stocks pay dividends, but there are quite a few that do. In times of recession or a down market, having stocks that pay dividends can help to flatten the curve a little bit. Can help to decrease some of those losses because you are getting some dividends. So I like companies that pay a dividend just because that reduces my risk a little bit. So that is video 2.1. We'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, after you have viewed video 2.2. Have a marvelous Monday. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.